back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and doing a wear test on the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I always thought that this was supposed to be for a more mature skin, so I have no idea why this is the first time I'm going to be putting it on my face and doing a wear test on this. If you are interested in knowing how this applies and how it wears throughout the day, then please keep watching. Okay, so firstly, let's do a little bit of bump about the L'Oreal True Match. It comes in 27 shades because they have just recently added 3 shades to the range. This one is 1N in Ivory. They say it's invisible to the naked eye. I'm not quite sure what that is supposed to mean, whether it's going to be a full coverage foundation, but it's going to be skin-like, or whether this is going to be the sheerest of the sheer that you just can't see. I have no idea. It says it gives a natural silk finish, so that to me says that it's going to be possibly a little bit dewy if it says it's silk. It says it's ultra blendable, and this is $9.99 for 30 mils worth of product, or $11.99 in the US. Let's get some of this on my face. Okay, so let me just show you the packaging. This is a glass bottle, nice and chunky. It's got a little plasticky lid which will probably go missing pretty quickly, and it's got a pump. Yes, it's got a pump. The shade range in this is quite vast. They go from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark, so I am really quite pleased that the 27 shades they've got are quite a wide spectrum. This is the shade 1N, which is the second lightest colour that they've got. They've got a 1C, which is the cool. This is the neutral. The 1W was looking a little bit warm for my skin tone, so I really hope that this one is suitable. It's very, very liquidy, very liquidy. So I'm going to put half of the foundation on with my favourite brush, which is the Zoeva Buffing brush, and I'm going to put the other half on with a beauty blender. I've still got loads of product on. This seems like a lot of product on my skin. Let's see how it goes on. Let's do this side first. I had already prepped my skin with the Matrixyl. I don't like to use a primer, so I do just moisturise and use serums. Okay, this is very sheer coverage. This is very, very lightweight though. It is very pale. My face is a lot pinkier than my actual neck itself. My neck has more of a yellowy shade, but like I said, the 1W looked a little bit too warm. This hasn't evened out my skin tone. You can still see acne scarring through this. You can still see a little bit of pink pigmentation. This actually doesn't look that good on the skin. I'm going to try the second half with the blending sponge. Let's see how this goes on. This is a damp blending sponge. You do get less coverage using the blending sponge, but the coverage is a nicer, more even coverage. It's not gone patchy. The side that I've used the brush looks incredibly dry. Oh my goodness. The side that I've used the brush on looks really quite dry. It's gone very powdery and clung to certain places where I don't even have dryness. It's also sank into my pores and is showing a lot paler than the rest of my skin. Let's see if it builds up a little better. I do still have quite a lot of product on my hand. I did 2 pumps, so let's just see whether this is buildable with a sponge. It does look better on the sponge side. This doesn't feel, even on the side where I've used the brush, doesn't feel like it's going to need powder at all. It's so dry already. I didn't realise this was supposed to be a matte finish. It doesn't actually say, it just says natural silk finish. To me, silk is shinier than that. It shouldn't be flat matte. And this is actually, maybe it has got a little bit of a shine to it. I'm a little confused. Let's just keep putting it on. Okay, I'm just going to build up this side as well. I just don't feel, even though I'm putting more product on my skin, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. This foundation, I believe, is supposed to blend in with your natural skin tone and create the perfect shade for you. So, not quite sure how it does it, but it's supposed to. This is 3 full pumps of foundation, which I think is a lot. There was a lot of product on my face. I look a bit like a ghost. Maybe this is a little too pale for me. I will have to bronze a little bit. That's not the foundation's fault, that's mine. Just looks a bit dry. I wouldn't need to set this in place. This isn't tacky at all. This is just perfectly bone dry, which I can't see doing very well throughout the day. It's got a slight sheen to it, but it is only slight, not like a dewy finish or a satin finish, I wouldn't say. I would say this is a matte sheen. I am going to put the rest of my makeup on and see how that applies, and I will be right back. I don't know what to think about this foundation yet. It's really settled into all my fine lines. This is unlike any foundation that says it's got a silk finish that I've ever tried before. This is dry. Dry. It feels really nice. That's one positive. It feels really nice. It just looks shocking. It's gone all dry around here. It sat into my smile lines and gone dry immediately. Immediately. It's gone really patchy and like I've got really, really dry skin, and I don't. And it is the sheerest of the sheer coverage. You can see all my acne scarring through this, which my skin, I'm on a good skin day today. So really my skin should be looking brilliant today, and it's not, which upsets me. This says perfectly matches skin colour and texture. Well, I didn't have a dry skin texture before using this foundation, and it really looks so dehydrated and dry. The one good thing is my skin feels lovely. The actual texture of the foundation itself, once it's on your skin, feels really nice. It's extremely light. You can't feel it. Doesn't feel clarty or cakey on your skin at all. But there was actually no need for me to set this foundation in place, which is unheard of for me, especially as I put 3 pumps of this on my face. Okay, so it's safe to say at the moment I am not liking this foundation, but I am going to see how it wears throughout the day, and I'll check in with you later. Hi everybody, and welcome to the check-in. It's now been well over 8 hours since I first applied the foundation to my face, And as you saw, I was very, very disappointed with how it applied and how it sat in my pores and just looked really dry. The foundation has looked better as the day has gone. So it took about half an hour for the foundation in my pores to actually blend in with my natural skin tone, and then it looked quite flawless, which was really odd. So this foundation woke up after about half an hour. So as my natural oils have come through the foundation throughout the day, it's started to look a little bit nicer. Now you know I don't like a matte foundation, and I don't like a matte foundation because it dries your skin out. I'm not saying that this actual foundation has dried my skin out, but it looks dry, and that is not what I want from a foundation. I never look at other people's reviews on a product before I review them because I don't want it to taint my views or opinions throughout the day. And earlier on, I went on YouTube and had a look at what other people thought about this. And I found out that I am the only one who doesn't like this foundation. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't look okay now. It has looked better throughout the day. But let me zoom you in around here, which was the problem area when I first put it on my face. One sec. So as you can see around here, it just looks so dry and cakey. And this is my oily area. And this even looks dry. How is that possible? Underneath my eyes just looks so dry. Just not nice. Not nice at all. Now my pores don't look too bad on my cheeks, nowhere near as bad as when I first applied. And usually foundation sinks into this crease here, and it hasn't done that. Okay, so as you can see, I am not lying to you when I say this foundation doesn't particularly look very nice on my skin. But I seem to be the only one. And this is a huge, huge reason why foundation is so personal to every individual. Maybe I just got a bad batch. I mean, I've been second guessing myself all day. Is it just me? Am I being overly picky? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'll try this for the next few days and see how it sits on my skin when I only put one layer on. Maybe it's just absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, my acne scarring is still really, really visible. And a lot of people use this as a full coverage foundation. I'm not actually quite sure how they manage that. Have you used this foundation? What are your experience with the foundation? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Please comment below. I am really, really interested to see your thoughts. Is it only me? My skin doesn't actually feel dry. It feels really lovely. It just looks dry, which is just quite baffling. I absolutely love the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, so I just can't understand why my experience with the True Match foundation is completely different. So I wonder if you can help me out. Please do comment below. Let me know your experiences. Am I doing it wrong? Does this have to be applied with a primer? Is that the reason? So I am going to try and master this foundation over the next few days and see what on earth I am doing wrong to make it look so awful on my skin when everybody else seems to love it so much. If my opinion changes at all, if you are a regular to my channel, you know what I'm going to do. But if you are new to my channel, I always put an update in the description box below if my opinion has changed at all. So please make sure you check the description box below for any updates that I've left for you. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. See you all soon. Bye.